12 common food ingredients are far more dangerous than most people realize. Learning what they are and how they harm your body can help you avoid silent damage and protect your long-term health starting today. Welcome to the FreshFuel Guide. For years, the food industry has quietly used ingredients that appear harmless but can cause significant harm inside the body. According to the WHO and IARC, many common additives can trigger oxidative stress, promote chronic inflammation, disrupt metabolism, and even increase long-term cancer risk as they accumulate over time. What makes them dangerous is that the damage doesn't happen instantly. These ingredients silently affect the liver, gut, nervous system, and blood vessels for years before symptoms appear. The good news is that you can protect yourself simply by understanding the 12 most dangerous ingredients hidden in everyday foods. In this video, you and Emma will uncover the 12 most harmful additives and learn how to avoid them starting today. Number 1. Trans fats. The hidden fat that damages your heart and liver. Trans fats are among the most harmful components found in processed foods. When combined with refined carbohydrates, they place significant stress on the liver, accelerate the development of fatty liver, and disrupt normal metabolic function. During high-heat frying, trans fats form oxidative compounds that trigger chronic inflammation, narrow the arteries, and raise the risk of cardiovascular disease. Although many countries have restricted their use, trans fats still appear in cookies, fried snacks, vegetable shortening, and various low-cost fast food items. Next, we move on to the second dangerous ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Number 2. High fructose corn syrup, the sweetener that overloads your liver. High fructose corn syrup is widely used in soft drinks, sweets, and processed foods because it is inexpensive and highly sweet. This sweetener bypasses insulin and forces the liver to quickly process large amounts of fructose. As a result, it accelerates fatty liver, insulin resistance, and unstable blood sugar. When combined with alcohol or refined seed oils, its harmful effects increase dramatically, triggering oxidative stress and negatively affecting the nervous system, cardiovascular health, and overall metabolism. HFCS is commonly found in sodas, packaged desserts, and commercial sauces. Next is the third dangerous ingredient. Number 3. Seed oils. The oxidized oils that fuel chronic inflammation. Seed oils such as soybean, canola, and sunflower oil are often marketed as heart-healthy, yet their chemical structure makes them highly prone to oxidation at high temperatures. During frying and industrial processing, these oils produce toxic aldehydes and free radicals that promote chronic inflammation, impair insulin signaling, and damage cells. Many refined seed oils are heated multiple times during manufacturing, leaving behind solvent residues and unstable compounds. Once incorporated into cell membranes, these oxidized fats can weaken insulin sensitivity and increase the risk of metabolic obesity and long-term inflammatory disorders. Next, we move to the fourth dangerous ingredient. Number 4. Artificial sweeteners. The chemicals that disrupt your microbiome. Artificial sweeteners are found in diet sodas, sugar-free candies, yogurt, and many low-calorie products. Although they contain no energy, they can alter the gut microbiome, causing abnormal glucose responses and increasing the risk of insulin resistance. Studies show that these sweeteners disrupt beneficial bacteria, affecting digestion, immunity, and appetite regulation. Long-term use may heighten sugar cravings and make blood sugar more difficult to control. Next, we move to the fifth dangerous ingredient. Number 5. Glyphosate, the herbicide that disrupts gut health. Glyphosate is one of the most widely used herbicides in modern agriculture. Although often promoted as safe, research shows that glyphosate can harm the gut microbiome by acting as an antibiotic, reducing beneficial bacteria. The International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified glyphosate as a probable human carcinogen. Additionally, residue can appear in grains, bread, and various packaged foods, making exposure common even in people who avoid GMO products. Next, we move to the sixth dangerous ingredient. Number 6. Monosodium glutamate, the additive that overstimulates your appetite pathways. Monosodium glutamate is widely used to enhance umami flavor, making foods taste richer than they naturally are. Once consumed, MSG strongly stimulates glutamate receptors in the brain, increasing appetite and making it easier to overeat. Some animal studies suggest monosodium glutamate may affect the hypothalamus, the region responsible for regulating hunger and fullness. When combined with refined carbohydrates, it can make low-quality foods unnaturally irresistible. Monosodium glutamate is commonly found in instant noodles, fast food, snack chips, and many processed dishes. Next, we move to the seventh dangerous ingredient. Number 7. Potassium bromate, the chemical that alters cells and raises cancer risk. Potassium bromate is used as a dough conditioner to help bread rise higher and achieve a softer texture. However, this compound has been banned in many countries due to its ability to damage cells and increase cancer risk in animal studies. When heated to high temperatures, potassium bromate can convert to bromate, an aggressive oxidizing agent that damages DNA and promotes tumor formation. Although some manufacturers claim it breaks down during baking, residue can remain in industrial bread and processed flour products. Next, we move to the eighth dangerous ingredient. Number 8. Nitrate and nitrite in processed meats, the preservatives that form carcinogenic compounds. Nitrates and nitrites are added to sausages, ham, and bacon to preserve color and extend shelf life. However, when exposed to high heat during frying or grilling, they can convert into nitrosamines, compounds classified by the World Health Organization as potential human carcinogens. Nitrosamines contribute to oxidative stress, DNA damage, and chronic inflammation. Regular consumption of processed meats has also been associated with a higher risk of colorectal cancer and cardiovascular disease in observational studies. Next, we move to the ninth dangerous ingredient. Number 9. Heated carbohydrates, the high-heat byproducts that damage cells and blood vessels. When starches are fried, baked, or browned, they generate acrylamide and ages, two groups of compounds linked to chronic inflammation and cellular injury. Acrylamide commonly forms in potato chips, fries, cookies, and darkly toasted bread, while ages form when sugars react with proteins or fats at high temperatures. These byproducts can trigger oxidative stress, damage blood vessel walls, impair kidney function, and, over time, lead to metabolic dysfunction. Regular exposure makes it harder for the body to regulate inflammation and maintain stable blood sugar levels. Next, we move to the 10th dangerous ingredient. Number 10. Synthetic flavorings, the chemical cocktail engineered to keep you hooked. Synthetic flavorings are not simple taste additives. They often consist of dozens or even hundreds of chemical compounds blended to stimulate the nervous system intensely. Rather than targeting taste buds, these formulations act directly on the brain's reward pathways, triggering dopamine and making foods unnaturally irresistible. The engineered sweet-fat-salt balance creates a brief but powerful bliss point that encourages continuous eating. Over time, repeated exposure can dull sensitivity to natural flavors and increase reliance on highly processed foods. Next, we move to the 11th dangerous ingredient. Number 11. Titanium dioxide, titanium 4 oxide, the whitening additive that may harm your cells. Titanium dioxide is used to create a bright white color in candies, creams, baked goods, and many processed foods. In 2021, the European Food Safety Authority concluded that titanium 4 oxide can no longer be considered safe, as its nanoparticles may accumulate in the body and contribute to oxidative stress. Research indicates these particles can generate free radicals, damage DNA, and potentially affect immune function. Although risk depends on dose and exposure time, long-term consumption of foods containing titanium 4 oxide remains a growing concern among health experts. Next, we move to the 12th dangerous ingredient. Number 12. Azodicarbonamide, ADA, the dough conditioner that turns into harmful byproducts. Azodicarbonamide is used in commercial bread to improve texture and rise. Still, when exposed to high heat, it can break down into semicarbazide and urethane compounds, which, in animal studies, have been shown to cause cellular damage. Initially used in plastics and foam production, ADA's safety in food has become increasingly controversial. Although still permitted in some countries, long-term consumption of ADA-containing products raises valid concerns regarding metabolic health and gut integrity. If you found this information helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the following evidence-based breakdown. And now, we transition into the conclusion, where you'll see the whole picture and learn exactly what steps you can take to protect your health starting today. After reviewing the 12 most dangerous ingredients in modern processed foods, one truth becomes clear. Most health risks do not come from a single, bad meal, but from daily accumulation, from trans fats to synthetic additives and high-heat byproducts like AGEs. These compounds quietly fuel chronic inflammation, disrupt metabolic balance, and accelerate cellular aging. The good news is that even small changes can shift your trajectory. Start by reading ingredient labels, choosing fresh, minimally processed foods, avoiding high-heat frying, and selecting more stable cooking oils. If you want the fastest reduction in risk, begin phasing out soda, processed meats, and heavily flavored snack foods. Your body responds remarkably well when given the right environment. Which of these hidden ingredients did you discover shows up most often in your kitchen? Comment below to help warn others and keep them safe from these dangers. Thank you for watching, and see you in the following video.